What are you going to be talking about today?
Yeah, inward nakedness, group discussions. We have some little stories and we are going to discuss over those stories.
Yeah, the hard donkey, you can read if you like.
Sure. There was a man in Turkey who was traveling with his favorite
What
donkey.
page?
158.
Alright, 158.
A faithful companion for years and an animal very close to his heart. At the end of a hard day on the road, he came to an inn and decided to rest there for the night. No sooner than he had taken off the saddlebags than a youth working for the inn came out to greet him. Salam alaikum, sir. Welcome to our humble shelter. Please come inside and get some warm soup and sit beside the fire. Of course, I'd love to, but first I must make sure my donkey is well cared for, the man said, patting his donkey on the back. The youth smiled generously. Please, sir, allow me to attend to such details. You're an honored guest here. But it's just that he's an old donkey and needs a nice bed of hay to lie in. Sir, we guarantee you the best care possible. But you will sweep the floor first and make sure there's no stones. He gets in a terrible mood if he doesn't sleep well. Please, sir, just trust me. We are professionals here. But you will add some water to his straw. His teeth are getting shaky, and he likes just a little fresh grass to begin with. Sir, you are embarrassing me. And you will give him a little rub down along the spine. He goes crazy for that. Sir, please just leave everything to me. So finally the man gave in and entered the establishment to enjoy a fine dinner by the fire and a comfortable bed. Meanwhile, the youth rolled his eyes and then went out to play cards in a nearby den. The man could not sleep somehow, despite the silk sheets, as he kept having nightmares of his donkey chained up without water or food, lying on the cold stone. The vision wouldn't leave him, and so he got up in the dressing gown, walked down the steps to the stable, and there, his donkey was in exactly the condition he'd imagined, cold, hungry, and dying of thirst.
Okay, thank you. We can start with you, Majan. What is your understanding and of the story?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think as the title says, the donkey's a metaphor for his heart.
Yes,
and,
yes.
And, you know, he has to first tend to his own heart and trust his intuition before, you know, allowing anyone else to, you know, to impose their will or to, yeah.
Yes, yes. It's again the matter of intuition, I believe. We come back to, yes. What do you think, Kimberly, about this?
I feel like people, you see this, you know, almost in everyday life. People will say all these things
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
pretend
They'll
to
say
care.
anything to you to get their way.
Exactly,
Yes,
exactly. And then just knowing yourself and what you care about,
Yes,
and you know, just looking after it, not
yes. Not to be influenced by what the others say,
right.
but listen to our own hearts and intuitions.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. And you, Amanda?
This story, it almost made me cry actually.
Oh,
But
really?
then, poor little donkey.
Oh.
But then when I thought about it, I actually think that this is a great story in like a business context, because if you think about it, if something is really important to you, could be in business or in personal life, but if something is very important to you, it's important for you to be the one to follow through and make sure that it actually got done, because you really can't trust that
Yes.
anyone else is going to do it.
Yeah.
And things that are important to you, you have to make sure to be personally involved
Yes.
and
And feel totally responsible for those.
and take full ownership or responsibility.
Yes, yes, yes. I agree. Would you like to add something now?
Yeah, I just think, you know, intuition's pretty important for me. Yeah.
Intuition, yeah. I also go with my intuitions most of the time. I believe they originate from a deeper source, as we talked yesterday. A source not from the brain, physical brain, but something deeper, perhaps spiritual, I would say, something beyond the material. And when that source speaks through intuition, somehow I have the feeling that it's the truth, right? And then when you really feel that that thing is the truth, for me, I am being forced to act. And in most of the cases, I would say, it was always the right action when it came through real, genuine intuition. But of course, we must always be careful when we hear such intuitions to make sure whether that's real intuition or the trick of the mind. That's very important. And probably we all have these intuitions sometimes from time to time. And I personally am quite skeptical. Though I feel it's strong and it is true, but still I preserve this quality of skepticism as well. Just to make sure that that intuition is really the genuine intuition originating from that other source. And then when I am sure, then accordingly I take the necessary action in my life. And I notice the more spiritually my heart is clean and pure, the more intuition comes in. I think that's the door. The heart, the cleansing of the heart, purification process, and then you are more open to that intuition. I would say both revelation and intuition is like that open window there, and there is the breeze outside, and then all we need to do is keep the window open all the time, and that is the spiritual purification process of the heart. Then we are opening that window, and the other thing is the breeze. It may come in anytime it wants to. We cannot invite that thing inside. Like I can't stay here and say I will have intuition now, or I will have certain revelations now. It comes, but the only thing is we open the window, right?
Gotta have the window open.
Yeah, have the wind. That's the only thing. The other is the breeze. We cannot hold the breeze in our hands, right?
Yeah.
It's similar like happiness and joy. Just open the window, it comes in, but don't try to hold that thing. Say it's mine. We can never.
And heart math really helps with that too. It helped with me. Just
Yeah.
being able to keep my heart kind of more heart focused.
Uh-huh.
So then I notice a lot more of that the breeze coming in.
Yes, Yes, that means the breeze comes in when the house is prepared and the
Right.
windows are, which means basically having some sense of peace within ourselves.
Mhm.
And then we open the door. But a man or a woman who is so greedy for worldly things, the windows and the doors are shut, firmly shut.
Their heart's closed.
They never. With that